A supernatural being fired the Big Bang and created the first cells that evoked into life as we know it today. True or false? Who knows? I do, and it was God. Whenever I run into people who claim Hitler was an atheist, I point out that it doesn't really matter, although arguable, because in my extensive studies, BA in modern European history, Hitler only killed 2 people that I am aware of in his life, and one of them was himself. Those 6 million Jews, homosexuals, communists, and atheists were killed by Christian followers. The moral of the story is Christians don't think critically and are gullible, which makes them easy to manipulate by dictators. So I want to say something about this, because it wasn't only Christians who were the Nazis, who killed Jews and atheists. There's also atheists, so, same could be said. I agree that, Hitler doesn't prove God or anything, but saying that Hitler proves that Christians are bad people because he had Christian followers is nonsense, because there's a bunch of bad atheists. Just freaking Hitler himself was a bad atheist, and it seems like a good argument until you look into the cracks where it's it doesn't really matter either way. Hitler was a terrible person. It doesn't mean he was a... Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know God. Oh. The only logic in evolutionism is the long period of time, at which point a terrestrial mammal gave birth to a whale. I don't think that's how it works, Mitch. I think that mammals don't give births to whales. Yep. I believe both in evolution and God. Nope, that's pretty cool. If you could believe in both, yeah, that's pretty cool. You're on your way to victory. You really think that hell is just a fantasy, huh? Yeah, I fantasize about hell a lot, I think about hell and I'm like, dang, it's such a fantasy. I'm loving it, Oh, and you say, you really think hell is just a fantasy? So you think it's better than just a fantasy? Ooh, lucky you. The Bible said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everything is part of the process. You will still become Christian again. The Bible says that, but you wanna know what else is that? Fucking everything else. There were so many scripts before the Bible that had the same ideology. Everyone had this ideology. It wasn't so suddenly just Jesus and everyone's like, oh, we're stupid. God still loves you and He will take you back and resave you if you will repent and become a follower of Jesus Christ. Why do I have to follow Him for me to be safe? Can't I just be an extremely good person? And then, is God gonna be like, you're not following my son, back to hell with you? My understanding is that an atheist does believe in God. It would appear that a true atheist would see a person of faith as foolish or wasting their time. It sure seems atheism only attacks Christianity and the Bible. If that is the case, you are not atheist, but rather anti-Christian. Now, I will say, I am the Antichrist, so I am anti-Christian, but at the same time, you could be an atheist and anti-Christian. Atheist just means you don't believe in God, and anti-Christian is you're against Christian. So you could be not believing in God and anti-Christian. You know what I mean, dog? I just want to ask one question. Just one single question. Don't mind me. If you believe in evolution, hey, that's me, I believe in evolution. What do you think an organism evolves into if it gets really good at lying, or murder, or eating way too much? So, you're saying how evolution works is if I eat way too much, or if I murder way too much, if I start murdering such, the next, my children are going to be even better murderers? Well, not quite, because how evolution works is with natural selection, And, they're just adapting to the environment. If somebody becomes a really good murderer and starts killing, The next generation is going to learn to defend themselves, and evolution is a very slow process. Funny how life can just appear out of nowhere and start evolving. You know, that is very odd, Slimezito. Never thought about it. Where did life, like, it just appeared out of nowhere, just randomly. It was like, and it was like, whoa, and that's where we came from, and we started evolving. Never thought about that. I mean, obviously, we have no other explanations. No other explanations. I really don't have an answer for you. You might have me convinced. Atheist populations are declining worldwide. That is an undeniable fact. Well, I mean, I have evidence to prove it the other way, but I mean, you believe what you want. Don't leave Islam, my brothers. If you leave it, it would be a great loss. Don't follow the stupids. Am I stupid? Don't follow the stupids. Almighty Allah said. I have no idea what this is. Yes, indeed. My verse did come to you, but you called them lies, turned arrogant, and were of the faithless. On the day of resurrection, you will see. I have no idea what accent I'm doing, guys. This might be super, like, racist. I don't mean to be racist. On the day of resurrection, you will see those who told lies about God with their faces blackened. Blackened. Is there not a place in hell for the arrogant? So you're saying just because I'm denying your book, I'm going straight to hell, my face is going to be turned to black? Sounds like a pretty nice God you got there. Atheism. The belief that we came into existence from nothing, like magic. Well, you got me there. If you just switch the definition of what I am, then, I mean, I guess that's what I believe now, because I'm an atheist, you know, and he said atheism is the belief that we came into existence from nothing, like magic, and, I mean, I guess that's what I believe now. Nothing else, that's all I believe. How dare you not believe in the truth of the Wizard Wars? How did this one slip in there? Because, I mean, I do believe in the Wizard Wars. What's he talking about? One cannot hate something that doesn't exist. Yes, you can. You can easily... I hear this way too much. You can easily hate something that doesn't exist. Like, I fucking hate God. I really do. So, like, I hate him. And just the same way, if you're reading a book like Harry Potter, I've never read it, but you're reading like Harry Potter and you hate Voldemort, is that his name? You hate Voldemort? Like, you can hate him. You can hate fictional characters because of what they do. It's like, hate is just an emotion. You can show hate towards a fictional thing. And I hate God. Thor defeated the frost giants. Jesus defeated sin. I still see a sinful world. Well, when's the last time you saw a frost giant? That's a really good point. You know what I mean? Like, just think about this. When was the last time you saw a frost giant? Damn. Atheism absolutely isn't what you explain it as. Atheism is simply lacking a belief in God, and a God. The word atheism comes from the Greek word atheos, which literally means without God. It has nothing to do with accepting or not accepting claims. It has nothing to do with a null position. Although, you can argue atheism is a null default position, since everyone is born without a belief in God and atheist. You know, I agree with you in all of this, but like, it's just kind of funny how you contradict. You're like, it has nothing to do with a null position, and then you give an argument saying how it is a null position. I don't know, I find that funny. What a horrible choice. You chose a broken, angry, rebellious lifestyle over a holy, righteous, and forgiving God. In the last days, men/women will call wrong/right and right/wrong. Oh wait. Men and women will call wrong right and call right wrong. Repent! Turn from your wicked ways and live! You know, I do want a holy, righteous, and forgiving God. And I hate this broken, angry, rebellious lifestyle I'm living because, you know, That's what I'm living, but got me there. Some Christians will try to deny it, but the Bible really does discriminate against LGBT people. Romans 1. Fuck gays. I'm just joking. Communism sucks. God isn't like communism. God doesn't say to worship him. Yes, he does. He says to follow his rules that don't limit your human freedom. That don't follow your human freedom. What is human freedom? Like, freedom of a human. Like, what is that? It is wrong to worship a dictator because he is a human. God isn't human. He's supernatural, above nature. So we're just throwing out the God's not man card. Like, we can't judge God. He's not like us. He's better. Like, oh, he's out of everything now. For example, the third commandment says not to misuse his name. Like, right above it says, he says to follow his rules that don't limit your human freedom. Okay. It doesn't say don't take God's name in vain. This means you can say whatever about God, but it's evil to commit evil in the name of God. Like a dictator? Well, kissing God's ass for eternity is still better than being tortured for eternity. It's a cool video, but logic kind of breaks down here. You know, honestly, if there is a God in the afterlife, I will kiss his ass for an eternity if, like, I get happiness for the rest of my life. But, like, I don't need to start now, because what if I would kiss the wrong God's ass, and that's the other one, and, you know, I'm not really gay. Is God a guy? Is he a girl? Like, you know, like, it really just depends. I think I'll just pass, and I'll just pass here. So this is the end of the video. This is my second video I've done. I want to do more like these. I'm making a vegetarian video right now explaining why I'm a vegetarian and actually starting a good diet because I have a pretty shitty diet right now. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I hope the quality is better than the last one. I'm going to create another one of these, hopefully not too often in the future, and hopefully the quality is just going to get better and better and better as this continues. Anyways, enjoy, have a good life, and don't die. I don't know what to say.